And one of the things they talk about is employment lands is one of the buzzwords, and there is the built-up area, what's already exists, and current employment lands or past employment lands in that central built-up area need to stay as employment lands, which you've just said you think is a good idea. But at some point, maybe there aren't enough companies to go into that space to fill all G, and maybe some of it could be housing. Do you see that being, how fixed do you see that places of growth strategy being? Is that going to tie the city's hands to a large degree, or is there room to fiddle?
So I think with that whole provincial plan, I'm not sure how
I don't think
strict
we
that will.
really know yet
We
what
don't
that
know.
provincial plan is going to be.
That's
There's more
correct.
coming down the
It's been
pipe
adjusted,
than just
and
Yeah, a
there's a
few
growth
times.
area, and Peterborough's not part of it, so that's happening right now, isn't it?
It is, and I think there's a couple of different
Yeah.
conversations. We're certainly part of the growth plan right now.
Mhm.
For various reasons, there's some challenges with being part of the growth plan, so you want to be part of it, but then there's also a lot of obligations that make it onerous for smaller rural communities to be part of it. So that's a bit of a challenge, but I think the other conversation was the provincially significant employment lands. And so I'm always concerned, again, if there are programs, and we don't have any as of yet, but if there are provincial programs to assist with development and that type of thing, I'm sure they will be targeted to more significant employment land areas. So I would like to have some designated in this region. I think it's a shame that nothing in Eastern Ontario was designated provincially
would think-
significant, and there are significant lands
You'd
to
like
this
to
province.
think that if the annexation process carried on, that would be a pretty logical spot.
Or amalgamation.
Next to the, or amalgamation. You're going to push amalgamation, are
Well,
you?
not for the whole, no, I'm opposed to large amalgamations, but I
For
think
the
there's
city
an
and
opportunity
cabin?
for a two-tier system. You haven't read my column.
I haven't read your column, no.
Well, anyway, no, but I think.
I think you'd
there-
have a much harder time selling that to Kawarthas than you would the annexation.
No, well, not to all cabin maybe, but that's another topic.
Yes.
But I think there was an article online from TVO just recently about the fact, and we've not heard about this here yet, and I'm exploring it, that a letter has gone out to all heads of municipal councils to hold up on developing your official plans or any major plan you may have, because there's going to be a big change in planning coming down from the province this spring. So, and they're targeting affordable housing for one thing, so who knows how they're going to implement that. But we live, I think, and it will affect economic, on a very uncertain planning environment right now. The province said, if you're doing an official plan amendment,
Yeah.
might as well stop for the time being.
I did hear that topic today. I don't have any verification of that moving forward, and so it certainly does pose more challenges
Yes.
to hold,
Well, the
because we were
uncertainty.
moving forward and we were really
Yeah.
talking about, we know that growth is happening. I think, the eastern part of the GTA is getting at capacity, and that flow is starting to move eastward. So we know we're going to be having a lot of new residents coming in. How do we prepare for it? Again, as I said.
And annexation, amalgamation, employment, that may be all taken away from the municipal hands. It may be a fiat from on high.
And we've
When
got
we
Highway
wanted them to do
407
it.
coming
Yes,
closer.
coming in closer, and so it certainly does make sense, I think, when you start to look at where are those significant areas, and so again, I'm not going to comment on amalgamation or
No.
annexation or anything like that, but I do recognize that we have an airport that is in close proximity to rail, close proximity to the highway,
Yes.
and that makes it,
And
should
given
be-
that the province is putting a lot of money into 407
Yes.
to get it to, and that the federal government maybe is going to approve, a CN expansion of its rail line through Ottawa through here, you tend to think that would make them look at that property as significant.